Hey witches, how you doing today? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Taya, and today we're going to have some fun with the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. Basically, this is right in front of you, the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. It is a 68 card Oracle deck that depicts all different animals. It was done by Collette Baron-Reid, and the illustrations are by Jena DellaGrottaglia. And it is published by Hay House. I just picked it up recently on a local shopping trip. I saw it and it just I don't know, it spoke to me. I've been wanting an animal oracle deck for a while. So I thought, yeah, let's pick it up. It has this gorgeous box. It's very sturdy. I love it. I love when they come with the book and the cards and everything all in one compact box so I can store it on my shelf like that. You know, I don't have to get out bags and boxes and things like that. It just comes nice, stands up, and it'll sit on the shelf. On the back it says, "The spirits residing in the natural world have much to share, and the secrets of their forgotten language are now available to you through the Spirit Animal Oracle. They urge us to reclaim our essential truth that we are one in spirit, connected to every living thing on this earth in a unified consciousness. With the draw of a card, you can share in this wisdom and better navigate your life, move beyond the obstacles of your perceived limitations, and tune into your infinite potential." Represented in the 68 cards of this beautifully illustrated oracle card deck are the higher spirits of different animals, insects, fish, and birds. Every animal has a transcendent archetypal symbolism, a universal meaning holding a message of deep, enduring truth. With guidance from intuitive master and oracle expert Collette Baron-Reid, you can now awaken to your partnership with spirit to co-create your reality in service to the world. That's a lot. But yeah, I'm excited to kind of get into it. So beautiful box. It opens on the side, which you can kind of see there's like a little tab here if you want to pull it, but it opens on the side and flips open like a book, which I love when they do this and they kind of like lay nice and flat. It's just a really solid construction. Inside it says, "The spirits residing in the natural world have much to share, and the secrets of their forgotten language are now available to you." Beautiful. And on top is the guidebook, which again, like I said earlier, I just love that it all fits in the box. So we pull this up and we've got this lovely guidebook. It basically has an introduction which talks about, you know, how the deck came to be, why they wanted to make a Spirit Animals Oracle deck, how to work with the deck. It's got some basic card spreads, and then it of course goes through all the cards themselves. So it gives you, on each one, it will give you a picture of the card, the number of the card, the title, right? Elephant spirit, so whatever animal spirit it is. It'll give you like the theme. So the theme of elephant is learn from the past. Then it will give you an oracle message and a protection message. And typically it just spreads onto that second page. So the oracle message is if you draw the card upright. The protection message is if you draw the card reversed. So that's kind of interesting that they put reverse meanings in an oracle deck. Should be fun to play with. So that's the book. And then this is the card backs. I mean, what a gorgeous, and they just lift out, right? You just lift them out with the spin, thrown things, with the spin of the thing. Oh, I'm sorry, I just banged that. I hope you're not listening on headphones. So these are the backs of the cards. I think they're gorgeous. They're kind of muted. They're not too, they're busy because it's a big mandala, but it's like beautiful muted colors. I think it's really lovely. So if you have to look at them, you know, if you got them sitting out, there's something nice to look at. And then they have all of the cards. Now listen, I'm not going to do a flip through. Seahorse. Seahorse is my spirit animal. Basically, if you want to see this like card by card, there's lots of reviews on YouTube that you can go through. Just search Animal Spirit Oracle, Collette Baron-Reid, you'll find them. And they can just walk you through one card at a time. What I would like to do is actually do a deck interview today and find out how it's going to be working with this deck. Oh, and just on the note of the cards with the beautiful back, I mean, good size cards. I personally prefer cards that are a bit on the larger side, and the card stock is quite substantial. Like they're not flimsy cards, so I appreciate that. So we're going to do a deck interview. So these are still in the order that they came in, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., all the way through to 68, the Wombat Spirit. But what I would like to do is we'll shuffle these up, and then we're going to ask the deck some questions. Ooh, they shuffle. Come on, you. They shuffle nicely. Yep, they feel good in the hand, so that's good. So we'll give them one more shuffle, and then we will go ahead and see what this card deck wants to work, how it wants to work with us, with me, I guess, right? I'm the owner of the deck, so I guess it's working with me. So here's the actual thing written out. Basically, the question 1 is, describe our relationship as a whole between myself and the deck. How will we work together? What's an important aspect of your personality, of the deck's personality? Something that you require from me, something that the deck requires from me, and something that I can expect from the deck. And then finally, a message that the deck would like to give. So I think this should be kind of interesting. We'll go through, pull them, and then I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, figure out all the meanings, and then we'll come back and we will chit-chat it up. So I don't know, I'm kind of feeling like for this one, I want to just sort of intuitively pull cards. I don't want to just flip them off the top. One at a time. So the first question is, describe our relationship as a whole. It's like the third card from the bottom. Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. How will we work together? See this split right here that it's calling to me. Chameleon Spirit, act as if. That's kind of interesting. I'll put those up there to start. Next one is an important aspect of your personality. Right there. Rabbit Spirit, now is a lucky time. Something you require from me. Pig Spirit, use your mind wisely. Ooh, it requires me to use my mind wisely. I like that. Something I can expect from you. Co-create with spirit. Oh. And finally, a message that you, the deck, would like to give me. Lion Spirit, be generous of spirit. Okay, so going through the guidebook, I've gone through and pulled out sort of all of the reading here. I think you can get a sort of a general sense of what this deck is going to be like to work with for me, just looking at sort of the theme of each card and the artwork on it. But I thought it would be fun to go through and sort of delve a little deeper. So the first question is our relationship as a whole. Oh, can I pick this card up? There we go. So we've got this absolutely gorgeous Panther card. Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. So our relationship as a whole is sort of, we'll take risks that lead into different aspects of my being. And it's about brave and bold. So I think that's a pretty good read for the relationship between myself and the deck as being powerful and brave and bold. And right, it kind of speaks to like discovering new things and being, you know, brave about that and asking hard questions. So I think that's really an interesting one. And it's definitely a very powerful card. I like the darkness of the card with the highlight. Like it's gorgeous. So the next one, I wasn't sure how to read it. So the Chameleon Spirit. How will we work together? Chameleon. Act as if. I'm like, that's kind of an interesting card. How do you interpret that? So first I looked at it and I see all these colors and I thought that to me speaks of being very like playful. Then I went and I read in the guidebook what chameleon actually, the messages, and I took from it. It's about adapting while maintaining integrity and inner equilibrium. Act as if. Act as if until new ways feel familiar, right? Pretend you're comfortable. Just fake it till you make it. So what I am seeing, and this is really interesting, that the deck, it's maybe going to be a little bit uncomfortable to work with at first, but it will become familiar eventually. And I think that's really interesting because I saw the color and I'm like, yeah, that means like playful fun, but color also makes me very uncomfortable. I am not a colorful person. I always wear like grays and blacks and very understated tones. My home is mostly like grays and like kind of charcoal blues. I don't have a lot of like color in my life and it makes me uncomfortable. So it's interesting that the card is kind of speaking about being a bit uncomfortable, but that if you just act as if, eventually it will become comfortable. So that's how we'll work together. Might be a little rocky at first, might be a little uncomfortable, but we'll get there. The next card is Rabbit Spirit for an important aspect of the deck's personality. The Rabbit Spirit. So means now is a lucky time. And what I really pulled from reading in the book was that the rabbit is about being fruitful and productive. Fruitful and productive as the rabbit's sunny and prolific energy. And when I read sunny and prolific, I read positive but productive. So positive, but like not all love and light, right? We're going to try to keep things a little bit positive, but at the same time, it's productive. Kind of comes to that idea of like sometimes you have to tell hard truths, but there's always a better way and a not so good way to share that information, right? So important aspect of the deck's personality. It's very productive, but it'll keep it positive as it can. The next one, something you require from me. And I pulled this sweet little pig card. Oh, it's so cute. Pig Spirit, use your mind wisely. So yeah, right? What does the deck require from me? To use my mind wisely. From the book I got, use your intelligence with love, compassion, and discernment. Respect your analytical mind. But remember, all facts must be considered, even if they do not fit with what you already know. So I thought that was a really good card about what does the deck require from me, right? It requires me to use my mind wisely. And isn't this a beautiful little piggy card? He's a little piglet. So sweet, which is also interesting. Pigs are like super closely related to humans. And yeah, that's what the deck requires of me. Use my human brain. Number 5, something I can expect from the deck. I pulled this Crow Spirit. Co-create with spirit is sort of the theme. And I read into it and it says, feel excitement and wonder of being in harmony with something much larger than yourself. You are right on target now to see your dreams magically come into being in the visible world. So I think what I take from that, what can I expect from the deck, is that it will be co-creative and it's going to help it's going to help me move into that excitement and wonder. It's going to help me be in harmony with something much larger than myself, right? Putting me on track to see my dreams magically come into being in the visible world. That's a beautiful card too. These are all actually really gorgeous cards, I have to say. That's part of what really drew me to this deck. Seriously, do go look up a flip through. yeah, I just didn't want to take all the extra time today. And then finally, a message you'd like to give me is the lion spirit. Be generous of spirit, which is like in itself a message, right? But when I kind of delved into it, it was about having a healthy ego and being proud yet humble and practicing gratitude. So, right, don't get too big for your own britches, I think, is the message that the deck is sending to me. And I would relate that specifically to working with this deck, right? It sounds like it's going to send some really powerful messages, and it's really going to, you know, help build something bigger and better for me and my practice. But I need to have a healthy ego and stay humble and practice gratitude. So I think this was a really interesting read. I really enjoyed it. If you got any insights off this for me, drop them in the comments. If you have this deck, I'd love to hear how it works for you. And in general, like, how do you work with your oracle decks? I've been thinking, right, we could like pull one card every new moon or every full moon or dark moon. I don't know, right? I'm not really sure what to do with it. So if you have some ideas on how to use an oracle deck in your practice, something that really helps you, you know, that you found to be really helpful and productive. Oh, pretty starfish spirit. Yeah, drop it in the comments. I'd love to know how you work with your oracle decks. And that is our video for today. Thanks so much for hanging out, you guys. We'll catch you in the next one.